GRWG Corp stock price down 4.61% on Wednesday, updated on January 13, 2021. Buy or hold candidate since November 2, 2020 gain 158.85%. The GRWG Corp stock price fell by -4.61% on the last day, Wednesday, 13 January 2021, from $50.31 to $47.99, and has now fallen 3 days in a row. During the day the stock fluctuated 8.47% from a day low at $46.67 to a day high of $50.62. The price has been going up and down for this period, and there has been a 24.62% gain for the last 2 weeks. Volume has increased on the last day by 1 million shares but on falling prices. This may be an early warning and the risk will be increased slightly over the next couple of days. In total, 4 million shares were bought and sold for approximately $189.49 million. The stock lies in the middle of a very wide and strong rising trend in the short term, and a further rise within the trend is signaled. Given the current short-term trend, the stock is expected to rise 161.76% during the next 3 months and, with a 90% probability, hold a price between $109.88 and $137.71 at the end of this 3-month period. Signals and forecast. The GRWG Corp stock holds buy signals from both short and long-term moving averages, giving a positive forecast for the stock. Also, there is a general buy signal from the relation between the two signals where the short-term average is above the long-term average. On corrections down, there will be some support from the lines at $46.65 and $38.46. A breakdown below any of these levels will issue sell signals. Furthermore, there is a buy signal from the 3 months moving average convergence divergence, MACD. Some negative signals were issued as well, and these may have some influence on the near short-term development. A sell signal was issued from a pivot top point on Monday, January 11, 2021, and so far it has fallen -6.92%. Further fall is indicated until a new bottom pivot has been found. Volume rose on falling prices yesterday. This may be an early warning and the stock should be followed more closely. Support, risk and stop loss. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $44.41 and $40.67. There is natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, since if this is broken, the stock then may fall to the next support level. In this case, GRWG Corp finds support just below today's level at $44.41. If this is broken, then the next support from accumulated volume will be at $40.67 and $38.71. This stock may move much during a day, volatility, and with a large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, this stock is considered to be high risk. During the last day, the stock moved $3.95 between high and low, or 8.47%. For the last week, the stock has had a daily average volatility of 9.17%. Our recommended stop loss, $45.70, -4.78%. This stock has high daily movements and this gives high risk. There is a sell signal from a pivot top found 2 days ago. Is GRWG Corp stock a buy? Several short-term signals, along with a general good trend, are positive, and we conclude that the current level may hold a buying opportunity, as there is a fair chance for GRWG Corp stock to perform well in the short term. Current score, 1.570. Predicted opening price for GRWG Corp of Thursday, January 14, 2021. The predicted opening price is based on yesterday's movements between high, low, and the closing price. Fair opening price January 14, 2021. Current price $48.43. On January 13, 2021, Stifel Nicolaus gave rating for GRWG. The price target was set to $40, $58. Over the last 30 days, this security got 2 buy, 0 sell and 3 hold ratings. GRWG Corporation engages in the retail of hydroponic and organic specialty gardening products. It offers lighting fixtures, nutrients, seeds and growing media systems, trays, fans, filters, humidifiers and dehumidifiers, timers, instruments, water pumps, irrigation supplies, and hand tools. GRWG is overvalued compared to its price of $50.46 per share, has about average safety, and is currently rated a buy. Recommendation, REC buy. REC reflects the cumulative effect of all the VectorVest parameters working together. These parameters are designed to help investors buy safe, Undervalued stocks rising in price. Value. Current price, $50.46. Current value, $11.83. GRWG has a current value of $11.83 per share, compared to a price of $50.46 per share. This stock is currently overvalued. Value is computed from forecasted earnings per share, forecasted earnings growth, profitability, interest, and inflation rates. Upside potential, relative value/RV. Very good. RV is an indicator of long-term price appreciation potential. GRWG has an RV of 1.27, which is very good on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. This indicator is far superior to a simple comparison of price and value because it is computed from an analysis of projected price appreciation 3 years out, AAA corporate bond rates, and risk. Safety, relative safety/RS. Fair. RS is an indicator of risk. GRWG has an RS of 1.06, which is fair on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RS is computed from an analysis of the consistency and predictability of a company's financial performance, debt-to-equity ratio, sales volume, business longevity, price volatility and other factors. Timing, relative timing/RT. Excellent. RT analyzes a stock's price trend. GRWG has a relative timing of 1.71, which is excellent on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. RT is computed from an analysis of the direction, magnitude, and dynamics of a stock's price movements day over day, week over week, quarter over quarter and year over year. If a trend dissipates, RT will gravitate toward 1.00. Overall rating, value safety timing/VST. Excellent. VST is the master indicator for ranking every stock in the VectorVest database. GRWG has a VST rating of 1.40, which is excellent on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. VST is computed from the square root of a weighted sum of the squares of RV, RS, and RT. Stocks with the highest VST ratings have the best combinations of value, safety, and timing. Stop price, $35.72. Stop is an indicator of when to sell a position. GRWG has a stop of $35.72 per share. A stock's stop is computed from a 13-week moving average of its closing prices, and is fine-tuned according to the stock's fundamentals. C. Comfort Index. Excellent. C is an indicator which reflects a stock's ability to resist severe and/or lengthy price declines. GRWG has a C of 1.71, which is excellent on a scale of 0.00 to 2.00. C is based solely upon a stock's long-term price history. GRT, earnings growth rate. GRT reflects a company's 1 to 3 year forecasted earnings growth rate in percent per year. GRWG has a forecasted earnings growth rate of 43.00%, which VectorVest considers to be excellent. EPS, earnings per share. EPS stands for leading 12 months earnings per share. GRWG has a forecasted EPS of 39 cents per share. VectorVest determines this forecast from a combination of recent earnings performance and traditional fiscal and/or calendar year earnings forecasts. PE, price-to-earnings ratio. PE shows the dollars required to buy $1 of earnings. GRWG has a PE of 129.38. The average PE of all the stocks in the VectorVest database is 63.23. A, earnings yield. A reflects earnings per share as a percent of price. GRWG has an A of 0.77%. This is below the current average of 1.58% for all the stocks in the VectorVest database. GPE, growth to PE ratio. GRWG has a GPE rating of 0.33. A stock is commonly considered to be undervalued when GPE is greater than 1.00. Dividend. VectorVest reports annual, regular, cash dividends as indicated by the most recent payments. Special distributions, one-time payments, stock dividends, etc., are not generally included in division. GRWG does not pay a dividend. DI, dividend yield. DI reflects dividend per share as a percent of price. GRWG does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend yield rating. DI equals 100x, div/price. It is useful to compare DI with A. If DI is not significantly lower than A, the dividend payment may be in jeopardy. DS, dividend safety. DS is an indicator of the assurance that regular cash dividends will be declared and paid at current or at higher rates for the foreseeable future. GRWG does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend safety rating. Stocks with DS values above 75 typically have RS values well above 1.00 and A levels that are much higher than DI. DG, dividend growth rate. Dividend growth is a forecasted annual growth rate of a company's dividend based on historical dividend payments and dividend predictability. It is a subtle yet important indicator of a company's financial performance. It also provides some insight into the board's outlook on the company's ability to increase earnings. GRWG does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a dividend growth rating. YSG Vector. YSG is an indicator which combines DI, DS and DG into a single value, and allows direct comparison of all dividend-paying stocks in the database. GRWG does not pay a dividend, so it does not have a YSG rating. Stocks with the highest YSG values have the best combinations of dividend yield, safety, and growth. These are the stocks to buy for somewhat above current income and long-term growth. VGVAL. VGVAL is the 50-day moving average of daily volume as computed by VectorVest. GRWG has an VGVAL of 4,206,834 shares traded per day. Percent volume. Percent volume reflects the percent change in today's trading volume as compared to the VGVAL. Percent volume equals volume of VGVAL 100. GRWG had a percent volume of minus 26.37% on Thursday, January 14, 2021. Percent PRC. GRWG price changed 5.15% from the prior day's closing price. Sales. GRWG has annual sales of 156 million. Sales growth. Sales growth is the sales growth rate in percent over the last 12 months. GRWG has a sales growth of 153.00% per year. This is excellent. Sales per share, SPS, GRWG has annual sales of $2.87 per share. Price to sales ratio, PS, GRWG has a PS of 17.61. Shares, GRWG has 54 million shares of stock outstanding. Market capitalization. GRWG has a market capitalization of $2,761 million. Business sector. GRWG has been assigned to the healthcare business sector. VectorVest classifies stocks into over 200 industry groups and 40 business sectors. Industry group. GRWG has been assigned to the healthcare, marijuana, industry group. VectorVest classifies stocks into over 200 industry groups and 40 business sectors.